What's going on? What's going on? Monday with your boy. Monday with your boy. What's going on, y'all? So, um, I'll start something. We'll start something off right away. Um, it's a new segment I'm gonna have every Monday going forward. Um, that way we, keeping a timetable with everything. First of all, what's up with everybody, man? How y'all doing? I hope everybody's um doing well. And we want to hit y'all off with some content, but I gotta liven things up and give y'all something else that I think throughout the season I'm gonna be sticking to and dealing with. So, every Monday this will be a segment from now on going forward. First of all, thank you to everybody who's still locked in with me on the channel. Thank you for, all the support, all the new people, all the old people. Y'all know who y'all is. Appreciate y'all. Um, and like I said, man, we're gonna hit y'all off with something every Monday. See, what I determined is every week in the NFL plays a pivotal part for every organization. Whether you're in the NFC, whether you're in the AFC, every game matters. So Mondays, I want to talk about each game that's actually on, and I want to also talk about, um, if we play or what's going on with us. So this will be Monday Night Football with me every Monday going forward. Um, so we have Thursdays. We'll have a Thursday night with me. Um, Sundays for sure. Sunday night with me, and then back here Monday. So Monday, man, Monday, be looking forward to me breaking down whatever game is on Mondays. Thank God I'm on Pacific time because if it is a Monday night game, it ain't too late. Unfortunately, if you're on the East Coast, it'll be what shit damn near. Um, Shit, it'll be late as fuck. Just know that. So, like I said, look forward to Mondays going forward with me here with everything. So let's just get into everything, man. I know it was a good week for every organization. They got to see their schedules. They got to see what's going on, what to look forward to, what games, where, when. And that's a good thing, for fans, for players too, to kind of start thinking about what's going on through the season. And I know I didn't get at y'all with no, schedule breakdown and all this other shit. A lot of people been doing that, and that's kind of stale for me. You know, um, I like to keep it different. I like to keep it, a little spontaneous. But other than that too, I got a lot of shit personally I have to deal with, family, stuff like that. Got to spend time with them, which as minimal time I get to spend with them every day because I'm at work all fucking day. Um, I try to, my mornings is gone, and then nighttime I got to get home. You know how that shit go, man. I ain't no explanation, but I feel like Mondays and Thursdays, Sunday nights, if they're Saturday games, or if we feel like, we still doing the title time G shit, that shit ain't going nowhere. So, but getting off subject, but schedule was released. Man, let's get back into this schedule. You know what I mean? I want to really talk about a little bit with this schedule. Um, I was pretty excited to see who was where, when we play who, which is a kind of crazy thing too to see. How they structured our schedule up. So we got the preseason games. We played two AFC North and one AFC West. Now I'm kind of figuring out like how much Jordan Love plays in the preseason. I know last year he went 3 games in the preseason. And that was a good thing. I think that was a good thing because it helped him get in mode. What's up, Big Nate, man? What's going on, bro?
What up, bro?
Welcome to
You know I can.
what
You
up?
know I can't let you hang it, bro.
Welcome to Mondays, man. So
Nah,
Mondays, man, will be a for sure thing. We'll uh I'm a I love watching my Monday night football games. So, we want to start trying to break down other games too, man. We want to start looking at the relevancy with that game and how it affects us. It could be an NFC game, it could be an AFC game, because you think if we make it to the big game, we're gonna have to play an AFC opponent. So we're gonna kind of start breaking down how that game affects other teams in their division, their conference, us, our conference, stuff like that. So, yeah. Other than that, man, what's going on? How your week been, man?
well, damn, we were sick again, bro. With the stomach
Damn.
bug. My daughter started last week. Then my son. I was man down for 2 days. I feel a lot
Okay,
better today. I haven't been feeling myself, but I've been wanting to make a video. I'm gonna do it tomorrow, and
that's fine.
I'm gonna give you guys a little quick peek. I'll be talking about a lot of fans talking about the Green Bay Packers schedule is hard. Well, I'm gonna break it down for you guys why I don't think it is. But stay tuned for tomorrow. But yeah, I think this is a great segment that you coming out with Vegas, and not to
Yeah,
take anything away from you
appreciate
and
it.
your segment. For some
No,
of
you
you
good.
guys that watched my video a month ago, I'm coming out with a new segment called Play of the Week, and that's I would pick a play out of the Packers game and I will just post it up. So stay tuned for that. That's coming up this season. But what up, Vegas? What you been up to?
Yeah, please do, cause I need some of that. He ain't swagging too, man. I used to love those segments because you used to like really add a little comedy to it too. So it used to be funny too, cause you like, no matter who it is, you was like, you ain't getting no fuck. You was on it, man. So please come back with that he ain't swagging. I need that in my life.
Oh,
Um,
hey, Vegas, no, that's season 3. I'm coming out with the
oh
new
yeah,
segment called
yeah, I know
Play
that, I
of the
know
Week.
that, but
Yeah,
right, but
yeah.
yeah,
So
I'm
CM
I'm be looking
Swaggy,
for yeah, I'm be
yeah, it's
looking
coming
forward to
this
that here.
season too. Yeah,
Right.
definitely it's coming,
So
Vegas.
so I'm just talking about. I know we were supposed to do the schedule release video. Unfortunately, motherfuckers, like it's just a whole bunch of shit going on with me is being stuck at work and then getting home and it's too fucking late. I know you got to go to work sometimes, and like I say, you always welcome me here, bro. Ain't no, this shit ain't solo. Like I tell everybody, what's up, G Pack? I tell everybody, man, it's 10 seats in here, and I don't care. I'm more than that's why I put the link in there. Make your stream yard, man, and join us. So yeah, so we'll go back to the schedule. I know we were supposed to do a video, but anytime's better than now. Anytime's better than no time. You know what I'm saying? So um I know we got the three preseason games. Like I said, two against two AFC North teams. We got the Browns, we got the Ravens, in Green Bay before we go to Brazil for week one, which is gonna be fucking crazy, to see a Brazil game. But I don't know how much Jordan plays in the preseason. I know we got those two quarterbacks to kind of look over, but I trust that uh Jordan gets in a series or two, or if they still feel like, hey, Jordan is still young enough to play if I was him, I was try to play a series each game, just because it's a different situation. You start getting in that mode of traveling and preparing yourself, and if you come out, um maybe he plays a little more the third game. Who knows? But he's still young, so you don't have to really worry about fatigue later in the season by him playing. But I feel like it'd be pivotal for him to get in rhythm, just to get in rhythm and start a rhythm, especially if you're going down to Brazil, because that's a different time zone. You out of the country. So how you feel about that, Nate? You feel like Jordan Love plays any? How much you think he plays in the preseason?
Well, you know what, Vegas? We seen last year. No, we seen 2 years ago before Rogers decided to go to New York. You'd seen that nobody he wasn't getting no reps. He showed up, and next thing you know, they started off sloppy. And I think that has something to do with it. That's just my opinion. Other people might have a different opinion regarding that, but I think that if Jordan Love can get reps on preseason, don't overdo it. Get started for the season. That way, when you start the season, you're not rusty. So I think it is a good idea for him to play at least, or even if one quarter, every preseason game, just so that he can get, warmed up and everything. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and I feel that way too because I think like warming a player up and kind of getting them in mode. I think that like to me that kind of cuts down on the injury bug and that kind of gets them, like I said, it gets them in shape and game speed mode. Because again, you in practice. Practice is one thing, but I feel like you need to get those reps, even with the young guys. I still think Wicks and Melton and guys like that still need to get those reps. I know it's pivotal for the rookies and looking at talent and evaluate talent. I mean, I feel like I mean, we see flashes of a lot of people in preseason. I mean,
Yeah.
we seen what Heath did. We seen what Wilson did. We seen what Wiggs did. And it opened our eyes up like, fuck, this motherfucking Wiggs dude, this motherfucking Heath dude. So I think it's pivotal for you to get eyes on who you feel like is coming back. I don't see a player probably like Watson playing much because you still want to get him in mode. But I think like it's just pivotal to play a little bit of preseason. Ain't gotta be much, but you need to play a little bit of that preseason just to get up tempo, get to the tempo, get to the rhythm. I don't know how much we see of McKinney. I don't know how much we see of Jacobs, just because of those positions, and you don't want to, have like a freak injury or anything like that. But especially Jacobs, I don't know. I doubt he plays any preseason. So then we go from preseason, man. We open the door. We welcome the NFL to the 24-25 season with the Eagles, man. The Eagles down in Brazil, man. This is gonna be a crazy fucking game. Two of the best young QBs in the league. I feel like right now, Hurts is kind of at a kind of I think we kind of seen the best of what we can get from Hurts. Not saying anything, like not saying he can't bounce back from last season. I know last season was kind of a disappointment for the Eagles, but I feel like they're going to be firing on all cylinders. They're going to want to come out big game, big worldwide game. But it shows a lot to see that the Packers are one of those teams that they want to open the season with. They're feeling super excited about. I think we have 5 primetime games, so we have 5 national games. I think it's the Jets. I think we had the same as Kansas City, or we have one more. I think Kansas City had 4, if I am mistaken. So the Packers have a lot of national TV games. Dallas is always up there, but I think the Eagles will try to come out and set some type of mark. Some type of, hey, last year went one way, this year is going another. But I think this is a big statement game for the Packers. This is one of those games on the schedule that can determine playoff seeding. I don't think the Eagles will repeat the season they had last year, but I do expect a awesome game. So in that game, I'm definitely, I'm taking the Packers for sure. But I think it's gonna be a nail biter. Two new running backs in the building. They got Saquon over there. We got Josh Jacobs. Two great quarterbacks, two great tight end groups. The Eagles and the Packers, man, on paper, man, are almost equal. Jalen Hurts coming out in the same, what was that, same draft as Jordan Love, right? Am I right or wrong?
I think you're right.
I
Unless I'm
think he's
wrong, but I think you're right.
I thought him and Hurts came out in the same draft. I thought Hurts was after him, or Jordan was picked before Hurts. Am I mistaken? I don't want
I,
to.
I think Hurts. I think if I think you're right. They came out in the same draft, but Hurts was able to start right away. Jordan Love had to sit on the bench for 3 years.
Let me see. Let me check. I thought they were drafted. Let me see. I'll find out right now. Okay, so he was drafted 27 picks after Jordan Love. Uh, Jordan Love was picked 27th and no 26th, and Jalen Hurts was picked 53rd, same draft. So you
So
got two guys of the same draft, two starters, two franchise quarterbacks, starting off against each other, man. And I think it's gonna be epic, bro. This is really gonna tell you where Hurts is at in the elite. And I mean, to me, they're both top 10 quarterbacks, but this is gonna pretty much tell you who's the guy, who's going to be the one around. And I think they're going to both be around for a decade plus. But this is going to tell you who's the guy, who's the man, who's taking a franchise to another level. And I believe that is Jordan Love. I think right now Jordan Love to me is a top 10 quarterback, right out of the top 5 for me, but definitely in top 10 quarterback. I got Jordan Love like 6th right now on my list. I mean, you got to take Mahomes, you got Jackson, you got Allen. Um, shit, I don't know. That might be top 5 to me. Allen,
then they
shit.
got Purdy.
Nah, fuck Purdy. Um, who could put the numbers up like Jordan?
Oh
Dak,
no, I mean
Dak's a number
that.
guy, but that's it. He's just a number guy. So if you're looking at Mahomes, who am I missing? Mahomes,
Uh,
Jackson,
Quarterback from Kansas, Cincinnati. What's his name?
Burrow, when healthy,
Bro, yeah,
when
healthy.
healthy. But we don't know how he gonna bounce back. When healthy, he is a top 5 QB.
And we
I know
got
you got,
Lamar Jackson.
yeah, you got Herbert and that, but I think Jordan is trying to ascend to that definitely top 5, top 3, top 2, hopefully one day. But he's up there, man. He is definitely top 10. So I don't want to take too much time, but I think this is going to be definitely a battle of inches. It's going to be a good fucking game, man. One of the games of the year for me. Didn't think it was going to be so early, but what better for us to go down in Brazil and whoop their motherfucking ass. Also, I want to see how they approach this no green. They don't want any green in the stadium. So are they talking about just like no green at all? Like are we going with solid color helmets or what? I want to see how the teams approach this rule they got about no green too. When you got two fucking teams that's primarily green color jerseys and stripes and all type of shit. So I ain't gonna take too much of that, but I want to know your thoughts on that game, man. What you think?
Well, you know what? I'm excited. For some of you guys that don't know, BN, I'm a FIFA fanatic, and I've been following Brazil since I was a kid. Even though I'm Mexican, but I've been watching FIFA my whole life as well. So I'm excited to see the Packers going into Brazil, and I know a lot of critics they're gonna be fucking talking fucking their nonsense just to fucking create a story. Oh, like for example, if the Packers lose, oh, traffic jam because fucking Brazil is one of the biggest fucking cities, countries in the world as well, and it's crowded. Oh, it's at the time, it's a different time over there. So I don't want to hear all that bullshit. I think, like you said, it's going to be two good ass teams that they can match up on paper about the same. But I disagree a little bit with that, Vegas, because I feel that Philadelphia Eagles, they lost a lot of key players, and I believe that the Eagles are on the decline. I think that Jordan and the Packers are a young team that are in the fucking rise. And I do believe that the Green Bay Packers will start where they left off last year. I don't think that that's going to be an issue. We seen me and you. We seen what Jordan Love was able to do last year We started off slow until they find the fucking mojo. They're kind of starting to figure out how to win, and then they just got going. So I disagree on that. I think I'm taking the Packers. Definitely, I'm taking the Packers to win this game. It doesn't matter if it's going to be in Brazil. I think that the Packers will go travel. They will play anywhere, anytime, in any fucking weather. They'll make it happen. So I'm excited to see how they can. This thing that you said about how they're going to go about it, because the stand where they're playing at, it's their colors is all red, and the rivals they wear green. It's like the Bears and the fucking Packers. They hate each other. So I'd be surprised if the Packers come out with those old ass uh, uh, throwback jerseys, the blue ones with the circle, with the brown helmet. They might even come out with that. I don't know, but I would like to see them all white color rush. But that's my take, Vegas. What up, KH to be?
Yeah, what up, KH man? Yeah, I would love to see. I love those jerseys. Those is one of the to me one of the best jerseys. I remember throwback with Favre was all white with the yellow, like the yellow
Oh, but the
shoulders.
yellow helmets.
Those was fucking yellow helmets. Those was fucking brown pants. Those were fucking sick too. I would love to see a lot more, of that kind of vintage, bringing back them Acme Packers, which would be a good game, like um, call it a Hall of Fame, a history game, a historic game, or whatever you want to call it. Damn near show it in black and white. That'd be cool. No, that's too much. But
Back in the TR
um,
days.
yeah, back in the TR days and shit. Favre throws that ball. He thought how they used to talk and shit. It's gonna be a good game, but again, it's a game for us to. We did well last year on national games, and you think a lot of their games last year weren't blowouts like that. Even I know Detroit was kicking our ass for a minute, but we fought back. Some of the games were decided by less than a touchdown. So, I think we live up more to the expectations this year, man. It's gonna be a good fucking game, bro. That's a good game to open the season and just get our feet wet, especially against that opponent. So after that game, we go home, um, which is cool. So that's 9 days later, little rest and everything. We play the fucking Colts. Now I'm looking at this fucking schedule. This is a good fucking schedule. This is like tune in, must watch, must see, can't miss Packer games. We got the fucking Colts with another young franchise that was like derailed last year. They were on the move. They looked like a playoff team for a minute. And I forgot what the fuck is their quarterback name over there? Shit, he was looking
Well,
damn good.
wow, what's his name? He got injured.
Just because he got injured, I forgot his goddamn name. But he was playing.
Brisket or Britsit or something like that.
What is his fucking name, bro?
Jacoby.
God, no, not Jacoby. Fuck, bro. Help me out, Kate. Anthony Richardson. There you go. Sorry about
That,
that. That's why I got people like that in the chat. Thank you, KH. Um, they was looking like I thought they was a playoff team. They were doing better than the Texans early in the season. You know what I'm saying? And he got hurt and shit, and that kind of derailed their season. And look for him again. This is another team that's coming off a year that they probably felt they was doing they could have did better. And I'm thinking it's gonna be another fucking shootout. The Colts have always given us issues throughout since Peyton Manning. It's always been a team that get one up on us, whether they had luck. I mean, they beat us in a real fucking good game against Luck. I think 2-3 years ago they beat us with fuck who they beat us with. They beat us down in Indy. It was a good fucking game. One that we lost. They had Devontae when we had Devontae. But yeah, man, they was like one of those teams we lost to on that 13-3 run. But yeah, another good game at home, man. What do you think about that game, man? I think again, it's a lot of this young gun games this year. Like it's a lot of young prospects, young dudes in the league that we going up against, and again, another game for Love to outplay another young guy, another guy that's around, in his era. This is a new era. Mahomes is kind of leading off this era. He led off this era with everything, but now it's like you got guys like Love coming in, you got Stroud, you got Richardson. You see some guys getting drafted this year, but this is another game because, like I said, with Hurts came in same draft behind him, and Hurts has made a Super Bowl. Might not won it, but he was putting up a
Yeah.
motherfucking. They should have won that game. They should have won. They had that game. You know what I'm saying? So it's another game for Jordan Love to prove to his critics and everybody that he is the guy. Right now. You know what I'm saying? He's the man. And put his foot on the coach's neck and Richardson and everybody. It's another one for Love, and I'm predicting a victory there. I don't really know score. We'll get into that shit far down the road once we really see what we stacked up against. But what do you think about this game?
Well, this is going to be at home. So,
Yeah, home game. Home game.
okay.
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock for us. Noon. A noon game, pretty much. I'm sorry, noon game. There you go.
Well, I mean, the Colts, I don't know much what's going on over there. It seems like they've been in a fucking in a rebuild the last few seasons. They don't really, they haven't really, the Colts, don't get me wrong, it's any given Sunday, but you can never take them lightly because we have had a hard time trying to beat the Colts in the past. So I do believe that the Packers get a W on that one. I don't think the Colts can match up with the Packers, not even on paper. I think that we got a more of a talent team than they do. Right now, the Colts are in the rebuild. I think they're trying to figure out their identity as well. So with the new quarterback, I know he was injured, and they started off good until the quarterback went down and everything went downhill after that. But I do believe the Green Bay Packers will smack the fucking Colts. I don't think it will be a close game. I don't think that the Green Bay Packers will go fucking touchdown for touchdown. I don't think the Colts got it like that right now. And I think that the Jordan Love is too good than the quarterback in Indianapolis.
Yeah, I think he's way better than Anthony Richardson. Richardson, just some of the games I watched, he's like a deer in the headlights. I know he's a rookie, but he's a big guy. He has the arm talent and everything. We'll just see what Indianapolis does with him. So that game is September 15th, the game before September 6th. So it's September 22nd, 2024, a noon game again. We going down to Tennessee. Um, I know we played Tennessee in Green Bay, I think the last couple times. So Matt LaFleur going home, a place where he coached, a place where he did well. Tennessee, don't matter who's on their team, they always put up a fight. Always had a defense. Always admired Tennessee's defense. For some reason, they were always hard hitting. Always a turnover machine team. Like they were a good team. Like they just couldn't, finish the story. A team that made it to a AFC championship. Am I right or wrong? They did. They made it
That's
with
year,
didn't they make it to the AFC
they
championship?
they have made it to the AFC Championship the last 2 years, but with
Yeah.
Tannehill, and they lost.
Yeah, with Tannehill. They played the Chiefs, right? They made it all the way to the fucking because I think
Yeah.
Chiefs beat Houston. Yeah, and they made it that year. And so I mean it's without that guy, um, that rusher they had. So it's a different team. I think the Packers go down there and handle business and beat the shit out them, like it ain't like they stole something. They just not the same team. We always had their number. Even when they had Henry, we would just beat Tennessee. It was just a W on a schedule. But barring that, it's a new season. I think they got Levis now, so I don't think they got rid of Tannehill either. So I mean, with Will Levis, we'll hopefully get to see him. Another young guy who was predicted to be something. Just never was given the opportunity. So I think they go down there and put their fucking foot on Tennessee's neck. But I do still think it's close because Tennessee has always just, no matter the coach, no matter the situation, they always have some type of defense. We never really blew them out. I remember when they played in Green Bay what was that, a couple years ago, I think. It was a fucking good game. It was like a nail biting ass game, you know what I mean? So look for us to go down there and get a W down there. I think we start off 3-0 against Tennessee. What you think, Nate?
Well, Tennessee, we know we have battles before, and I think that Malafleur going back to Tennessee, after being part of that team a couple years ago before he took the coaching staff as Green Bay Packers head coach, yeah, they have gave us a run for our money, and that's with Henry, Tannehill. Tannehill's no longer there no more. Derrick Henry, he's no longer there no more. So
Wait, Tannehill ain't there no more?
no, he's not there no more.
Really? I didn't know
I
that.
believe he's a
Damn.
free agent, and he has not signed nowhere yet.
Really? And
So
they gave him like 100 million too. That's crazy.
I
Damn. Okay.
think that
All right.
I think he's not the answer at quarterback because you've seen Vegas. They went to the championship and they lost to KC. So they've been a playoff team for the last few years, but they haven't never get over that hump. So I do believe that fucking Malafleur goes over there and come back out with a smile. I think we get a W. That's my take.
Yeah, cool, man. So we will see Levis. We will get to see more of him and what he has going on. So, like I said, I'm 3-0 there. Mind you, I'm not talking about the defensive side. We don't really know what the defense is gonna look like, but I feel like I trust them enough for us to still go in there and score points and do what we need to do. So September 29th, man, first division game. We got the Vikings coming to Green Bay. That is another noon game. We got a lot of noon games on this schedule, man, which is crazy. Minnesota, man, coming on to Green Bay. Um, Sam Darnold, Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson, them guys. JJ McCarthy. Will JJ McCarthy be starting by week 4? Don't know. I really don't have any trust in Sam Darnold, but this is Sam Darnold with a different cast, different coach, different situation. We seen what Jared Goff was able to do in Detroit. So a guy again, he has the arm talent. He had flashes, like minimal flashes with the Jets, but Jets get up from under him. I know he was a first round pick. So it's the Vikings. They're gonna come, they're gonna fight, they're gonna, Aaron Jones coming back to Green Bay, it's one of them stories. It's gonna be, even though it's a noon game, it's gonna be talked about all week. And the Vikings, but I think right now our division, we have our division's number. We have it. We have it for them. We figured out them. We figured out Detroit, and the Bears is just the Bears. You know what I mean? So, um, looking pretty promising. Could be 4-0 by then, 3-1, but I'm guaranteeing we coming out of there with a victory. And that's a guarantee when we play them the first time in Minnesota. It's just a given. So, what do you think about that, Nate? I mean, in Green
Well,
Bay. I'm sorry, when we play Minnesota. Sorry.
we play in Minnesota.
No,
That's
that
that's a
first
Minnesota.
game, September 29th, is a noon game in Green Bay. So we got
Okay.
we go to Tennessee, then we back home to play Minnesota. But it's the first uh divisional game in Green Bay.
You know what? Yeah, they got Justin Jefferson. It's a new era over there as well too. Sam Darnold. He hasn't been a good elite quarterback. I don't even think he's even in the top 20 at that. Maybe Sam Darnold. He has done a few little things since he's been in the NFL. So I'm not worried about the Vikings. I know that Aaron Jones is going to try to fucking prove something, why he got ran out of fucking Green Bay or whatever. And he's going to he's going to try to run for many yards, but I think our defense is going to be ready for him. At the end of the day, I think the Green Bay Packers will show Aaron Jones why he got ran out of Green Bay or let go. So I'm not worried about the Vikings. Yes, the last few years they have got us. They always get us for one, but not that early in the season. I think that the Green Bay Packers will be ready.
Yeah, and the other thing is let's hope Aaron Jones is healthy. And I don't mean to be throwing no shots, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't out with a hamstring or some shit by week 4, you know what I'm saying? So we can actually see him because I want him to be healthy for both of those games because I want him to see how stacked that box is and how much
Not,
these young
but not
boys
only
is
that,
coming.
if he goes out with the injury, now he will find out why is the reason why the Green Bay Packers decided to move on. He
Yeah.
can't stay healthy.
I wasn't mad. I was fucking cheering when I seen Josh Allen. I thought we was keeping both, but it ain't no perfect world because I think it
No,
would have been good. It would have been better for him. It's a better situation for him to sit behind Jacobs than but he feel like he still got it. But I mean, come on now, man. It's all about production in this league, not half ass. Now I'm not saying half ass production because he always bust his ass when he was out there and did his fucking thing in the Cowboys game and everything like that. But I'm saying we need healthy motherfuckers, especially on the run we trying to go on and the direction we going to. So a good game. I can't wait to that game. I cannot fucking wait. That is one of my circle games, especially the first one we played them. So then October 6th, week after that, we got an afternoon game out here in LA against the Rams, a team that we've had they fucking number for 4 or 5 years now. Beat them in the playoffs. Beat them last year with this same crew. No Aaron Donald. We ain't got to worry about that boy coming downhill no more. I know a lot of people are fucking picking the Rams to like make the NFC Championship, which is fucking weird to me because I don't see how you feel like they got better losing Aaron Donald and shit like that. I don't know how amazing of a draft they had. Didn't look too amazing to me because they weren't up there with the best picks. I didn't see them picking up none of the best corners, none of that type of shit. I don't know, but I got that as a dub. You know how I roll with the Rams. They just can't beat us for some reason. Still got Matthew Stafford, not getting any younger. Uh, I know they got what Puka Nakua, whatever fuck Puka Luka, whatever fuck his name is. I know he's a fucking baller. One of the best receivers in the league, young receivers. I'm not gonna say he's the best. Like, he's not up there with you know Adams and shit like that. But I'm saying he's a good motherfucker. He had what 12,
yeah.
13, I think 12, 13, 1,400 yards last season. He was not playing. But we got Jair Alexander. I don't give a fuck who your wide receiver is. We got the shutdown king. So, I don't give a fuck who it is. I know they got Cooper Cup, but again, we got them boys. Hopefully we see Eric Stokes out there. We're gonna shut they motherfucking if we shut down they fucking wide receivers, it's game over. So that's gonna be a good game though out here in LA, man. I know a lot of people trying to go. I know KH gonna try to be in the building. Nate, hopefully me. So what do you think about this game, Nate?
You know what I think, Vegas? Road trip, motherfucker. Let's go. That's what I think. I know HTV's trying to be there. You too. Me too.
Road trip. I
Road
feel
trip,
you.
motherfuckers. Shit.
Yeah, that's your neck of the woods, man. I've been in LA. I haven't been like in LA. Like I was in and out of LA. I never really got to experience LA. And I know a lot of people like this is a fucking nice ass city to kick it and have fun and shit like that. And what better place to go? And we could hopefully go see the Packers together, man. That'd be fucking crazy, bro, for real.
Well, that's the plan, Vegas. I'm thinking about going on vacation that same week. That way, me and my family can have a good time, and then
Right.
hit the game afterwards. I know KA's going to be there. Hopefully, you can make
Yeah.
it. We can just go out there and
Higher
hang
point
out.
of view. Higher point
Yeah.
of view going. He gonna be. He know he them boys going. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be fucking. It's gonna be cool, man. Especially at SoFi. I know LA just is fucking expensive as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But what I mean, it's worth it, man. I mean, to do that, man, would be one of the bucket list things to do, man. See my team, man. I miss the fucking Raiders game, and man, I regret doing that. Yeah, man. So that's gonna be a good one, man. Another good game. But then the week after that, man, we got the Cardinals. The Cardinals, man. The Cardinals is trying to get out that purgatory, man. I know they had some big wins last season, man. Played better at the end of the year. Cardinals, man. Look out for the Cardinals, man. NFC West, man. I mean, I think they probably still finish uh behind the 49ers, but I feel like they're the second best team. They could be. I'm not saying they are. I think right now the Rams is, even Seattle is a decent team, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see, man. I mean, play the Cardinals in Green Bay, another noon game. Goddamn. I mean, this shit is just ridiculous. I mean, noon games back to back to back to back like this. But yeah, we see the Cardinals up in Green Bay, man, where we've had their number. We've had the Cardinals number for a little minute ever since, but they got some more memorable wins over us. So we
Yeah.
have a history with the Cardinals. A lot of these games, man, and teams I see we have history with, man, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be a good game, though, man. Again, a lot of young boys on each side, and I can't wait to see that game either.
I think the Packers will. I think the Packers will get a W. We think that Arizona's been on a hard rebuild. The only best thing that had happened to them is either Murray or Buda Baker, but that's about it. And yes, I think the Arizona Cardinals had some memorable, times, especially versus the Packers. But they did have a good draft. I think that they nailed it on the draft because they were going all out. But I'm not worried about them. I think right now the Arizona Cardinals are suspect to me. They're suspect. So I think that the Packers already have an advantage from that.
Yeah, definitely, man. I don't think the Arizona is just there yet. I think it might take them especially with a whole new situation going on. It might take them a year or two, but we'll see, man. But the question mark game of the season, out of all these games on my motherfucking phone here that I'm looking at, I don't know what's up with this. I don't know if this whose decision this was, who had the bright idea to do this. But you got the fucking Houston Texans coming to Green Bay for a noon game. Are you serious? I gotta see the games October 20th that are Sunday night, Sunday afternoon, and Monday night. I gotta see this because it has to be. I don't get that. I think this is, to me, one of the hottest games of the season. One of the marquee games of the season. I don't know if they determining like, okay, well, one team's schedule is going to be worse than the other, or they don't see either team being on top of their conferences or what. But this is a head scratcher to me. I've never seen an exciting game like this. I just don't get it. Why is a Houston Texans Green Bay Packers game at noon on a Sunday? I don't get it. This would be a nationally televised game.
Yeah.
So that's telling me, one, that either the league or somebody don't think that Green Bay or Houston is going to be in a good situation. What is this week? I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Week 8, maybe, I think. Week 7 or 8, this is gonna be. I don't understand that. Both of these teams, I didn't really look at Houston's schedule, but I'm I'm almost guaranteeing the Packers will be at least 5-2, 6-1, 7-0 by this time. Who knows? But is Houston really gonna be that bad? I mean, like, I don't get this. Let me know something, Nate. I don't know what games are on this day. I gotta figure this
And
out real quick. Go ahead.
honestly, the Houston, we know, we see what they did last year. That Houston, they're finally for being fucking on the fucking they've been underdogs for a long, long time. Been in the doghouse. This Houston young team, man, they're on the rise. So I don't know why would they just put it at a noon instead of national televised. It should have been a Sunday night fucking game. I think two young quarterbacks, they are trying to fucking make a name for themselves in the NFL for their fucking teams. I don't know why they chose that as a noon game. I think it's going to be a great game. Two young quarterbacks trying to fucking give it their all. So we cannot take Houston Texans lightly because they're on the rise. That's one of the youngest team as well, besides the Packers, and they're on the rise as well, just like the Packers and other teams that been on the fucking especially teams that been on the underdogs for a long time. So I don't get it.
So I just looked it up. October 20th, Sunday Night Football will be the New York Jets versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Um, I get it. You got Rodgers, you got Russell Wilson, new situation. You got Justin Fields over there. You know, I think it's like you want to either they're going to be really good or going to be really bad. You know, like you're watching either a train wreck or you know what I'm saying. Like you either watching a car crash. You know, it's like watching a car crash or you watching a race. You know, I don't understand. I just don't feel that right now. Where you could potentially see a Super Bowl matchup here. This is potentially if both of these teams keep doing this and keep riding the wave that they started last season, both making it to the division rounds, both with first year quarterbacks, not literally Jordan Love a first year, but his first year as a starter, do what they did, you know, I just don't get it. I know Aaron Rodgers, you know, this is like his swan song seasons, you know, before he rides off in the sunset. I don't think he'll be 40 by then. I think he's 40 in what December or something like that. But
He'll
I
be
understand.
41, I
I,
think.
I
I think
understand,
he'll be
you know,
41.
like this right, Steelers, you know, a organization kind of in chaos right now. Don't really
Yeah,
know what uh Russell's gonna do. Don't know if Fields will be playing by that week, but I know everybody wants to see Rodgers. I want to see Rodgers. You know, I'm wishing Rodgers the best. I don't have any hate towards Rodgers, any ill will towards Rodgers. This is again one of those greats that we're going to be watching, you know, ride off in the sunset in the next 2 to 3, maybe more. You know, we seen how far Brady
yeah,
kept it going. But I understand, but I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I understand, but I don't understand because whether I'm a Packers fan or not, that's a game where a lot of teams are gonna be like, "Fuck, I can't watch that game. I
yeah,
don't give a fuck who." I mean, even teams. I mean, every fan watch their team. You know what I'm saying? I understand. You know, every fan, but some people are gonna want to watch that game. They want to see these two young guns do their thing. Two young or two organizations do that. But I mean, it is what it is, man. I just don't understand it. I want to see what is the Monday night game. Let me see what is Monday night.
Vegas.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I had to get ready for work, bro.
Oh shit, man, I forgot about that, bro.
Yeah, no, it's all good. But I'll keep listening. Or I'll be. I can't drop for some reason. I can't drop comments. It just disappear. For some reason.
That I don't know why. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know why it does that. I know you're not on any kind of um I don't even know how to ban or do anything like that, but I don't know why. It's weird. I don't know why it's not letting you comment um when you want to. I don't know, gotta figure that out. We'll figure that out for sure, man. But I appreciate you coming, man. I know we can't shit fucking get over the whole fucking schedule right now. Long season though, man. We got a lot of time to talk about the rest of this. We'll kind of recap everything. I'll kind of stop there. We'll end on that. We'll go off of. We'll kind of recap everything again. When you got time, we'll talk about the defense and all that type of shit. I know you got to get ready to work, man. Got to read the paper, man. I know how it is, bro.
But you know what? It's always a pleasure. Me
Appreciate you
joining you on your live and talk football. Hopefully we can get some more time and talk about other stuff as well. But
for sure, bro.
everybody watching, make sure you subscribe to my boy Packer Fan in Vegas channel and KSTV's channel as well. And of course, if you guys want to subscribe to Packer Fan
Please
and
do.
with Swagger, make sure you guys subscribe. If not, I appreciate you guys coming through and watching my videos as well. But I got to go,
Please
brother.
do.
Hey, you and your family stay safe
Man, handle your business.
and go
Handle your
pack
business,
go,
brother.
baby.
For sure, man. Appreciate you, brother.
All right, brother. You have a good night,
You too.
bro.
You too, man. Safe out there.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Crazy, bro. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, I wanted to go over that shit with Nate. We're gonna end that part of it. We're gonna get back into that with Nate and everybody. I kind of want to get. I mean, season ain't nowhere close. It ain't close. It ain't close at all. So we'll kind of let that go. It's gonna be a good fucking season. A lot of pivotal games. We'll get back into that eventually. So another thing I want to get into, man. I want to talk about this Jordan Love contract situation and my thoughts on Jordan Love, period, and everything. Jordan Love, man, I feel like is coming to his own and is in no better situation. I feel like he deserves his money. And I feel like right now would be the perfect time to do that. I know people kind of like, oh no, don't, but we can't uh not pay him. You know what I'm saying? I think like it's the perfect time. And I feel like he's our franchise. I feel like he we go nowhere without him. Um, and I think it's time for us to pay him. Pay him, give him the bread. Give it to him now because some of these contracts that's coming up, you got Tua coming up. You got a couple other people that's coming up, and it's gonna break the bank. It's gonna break the bank if we wait. You know, I think last year was his like, okay, let me prove something to y'all, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Let me prove something to y'all that these 3 years weren't in vain. And I think now would be the perfect time to give them the money because if you franchise them, and you never know how a person could take that. I mean, you gotta look at their pockets. You know what I mean? You gotta look at as them. If I was Jordan Love in his shoes and you didn't offer me a contract, I would kind of feel betrayed because I felt like I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. I'm everybody is rallying around him. I think no one in this organization, that's the reason you lure people to this organization. That's the reason why this organization is going the way it's going outside of receivers, outside of the players that we have in the building. So you have to give him his money. And I'm looking at 50, 50. You're gonna have to get him at 50. You're gonna have to give him 50. I mean, what two of them finna do? It's gonna be a 60, 65, $70 million quarter. Well, let me see who up for contract. I know two is finna be up. You got to think Texans are going to get CJ out the way soon, like the next year or two. If CJ does his thing, like they're gonna like because it'll be cheaper. It'll be cheaper in the long run. People like, oh man, well shit, you just franchise Jordan. He's under contract next year. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be more team friendly because you think the next couple of years you got Dobbs coming up. Depending on what Watson do, you got the next 2 to 3 years, you got to start locking people down, man. So is he worth the contract? I think so. Again, people want to still see more. Like, I want to see more. Fuck that. One playoff, make it to the playoffs, one playoff win, 30 plus touchdown. Hell no, that ain't enough. Like, what? Is you tripping? Is you tripping? What that man did in that playoff game, what he almost did in Levi, what I think he's going to do this season, because, you know, I for sure know. Like I told y'all last year, hey man, no, I don't want to keep dwelling on this. Vegas, man. Hell nah, man. That man ain't throwing no motherfucking. From what I seen, the way this man dropped back in that pocket And the way they building this offensive line to protect him, and the way you got these wide receivers that he trusts and that he knows, and with these two tight ends, this is finna be this finna be stealing candy from a baby for Jordan Love this season because he some switched some switched last year, some switched, and you think if our defense could have stayed uh which I think is going to be a plus to him too, because like I said, I want to see a a a team that doesn't play from behind. I want to see Love going out there and kneeling the ball and running the ball, running the clock out. That's what I want to see, and I think that's what we're building up to. Miscellaneous, what's going on, man? Thank you for the comment. I totally agree. Pay him now. He showed that he has special potential. And what better thing to do to give him you let him drive the car. He's driving the car. Give him the title. Give him the keys. He has the keys. But the contract is the title. He's still in a rental car. He's still in a rental car. That contract he's on right now is saying Jordan Love's driving a rental car. You can't find any situation better. You're not going to just walk in. No one is going to just walk in the door and do what he did last year, or has the potential to do what he did last year. You got to give a man a title. You got to pay him. You got to pay him. Now, if you can get it anywhere below $50 million, if you can get a 48, 47, 40, if you can even get 45, if you can get 45 right now for 4, oh, you winning because you locked in for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? If which I think he'll take. I think he'll bite at that. I think he'll hit 45, which is a little bit more than Dak. I think what Dak is 40, some shit like that. I know he got like 60 some part of his contract somehow, and just give him a lot of guaranteed. But I'm looking at if you could give Jordan, let's do this. Let's do this, man. Lamar got what 180, 190 guaranteed, some shit like that. Okay, let's see. Let's do the math. We'll look good in math. So 45 times 4 is 16, 20, 16, 80, 180, right? If you could do 45 for 4 with 150 guaranteed, I think that's a steal. That's a steal. That's a steal. Or if you did 48 times 5, you could lock Jordan down for 5 years. 5, 4, 20. Whew, that's a lot of money. 48, 48, 5, 0, 4, 5, 20, 20. That's 240, right? And I'm right. 48, 48, 5, it's 240. 240 with 190 guaranteed. That's still a steal. That's a steal, bro. Because I'm telling you, what Tua might get 55 for 5, 55 for 5. Ain't Herbert coming up too? Yeah, Herbert like, phew. Or did Herbert get one? Because I know what's name got one. Burrow got one. But if you can get Jordan 45, if you get 45 for 4, no, get 45 for 5. That's 20, 20, 225. 225 with 185, 190, around that Lamar guarantee, bro, you hit because I'm telling y'all, the next 3 to 4 years, bro, watch these contracts. Watch these contracts. Watch it. And you it's just your Herbert got his, Burrow is the highest, I think. Let me look right now. I think Burrow is the highest. or is it still? Let me see. Let me look that up real quick. QB. Okay, so okay, so Joe Burrow, what is this? 4 days ago. Let me see. Okay, so you got what? God damn, Jared Goff on there. So Joe Burrow. Sorry. Okay, let's look at this right now. 275. Joe Burrow made it to the Super Bowl. Okay, so let's look at this right now. Joe Burrow, updated, will be updated again May 30th. Okay, so this was updated May 16th. Joe Burrow, 55 million. Phew. Number two, who y'all think number two? Don't look it up. Y'all probably looked it up already, so I'm just gonna say it. Jared Goff, Detroit Lions, 53 million. Number three, Justin Herbert, 52.5. Whew. God damn, rich motherfucker. Lamar Jackson, 52 million. That's number four. Is Lamar, 52 million. Number five, Jalen Hurts, same draft class, right behind Jordan Love, 51 million. Whew. Number six, Kyler Murray, 46.1 million. Number seven, Deshaun, 46 million. But remember, all Deshaun shit is guaranteed. Eighth, which he gonna get this shit restructured. Pat Mahomes, 45 million. Eighth, Kirk Cousins, 45 million. And number 10 is Josh Allen, 43 million. You don't think Josh Allen shit is gonna get changed? And who's due? Let's see who's due. God damn, this motherfucker making some money, dog. God, 55 million. Fuck. Shit. Phew. Quarterbacks due for extensions. Uh, let's see this. Quarterbacks next in line to get paid. All right. So Jordan Love, Jared Goff got $212 million extension from the Lions. God damn Lions. Who's next to get paid under center? Jordan Love is number one. Oh shit. So it says rather than exercise of 50. This is who's reporting on this. I like to give people their props if I read their shit. Cody Benjamin. This is the reporter Cody Benjamin for CBS NFL. He says rather than exercise a fifth-year option on Love's rookie deal ahead of 2023, the Packers signed the quarterback to a one-year, $13.5 million extension last May. That's fucking chump change. That is chump change. Meaning Love is on track to hit free agency following this season. So what that mean? What the fuck? Y'all better pay this man. I ain't playing. Fuck that. He is set. And you think a motherfucker wouldn't bend over backwards for this man? Pros of extension, like Aaron Rodgers before him, the 2020 first round pick, appeared to benefit from a period of watching and waiting to start his career. His 2023 debut as Rodgers' full-time successor started erratically, but the Utah State product finished as one of the NFL's most dazzling gunslingers, clearing 4,100 passing yards and 30 touchdowns, while guiding Green Bay to a surprise playoff run. He boasts a borderline top 10 arm, and his production should only increase as his young supporting cast continues to grow. At 25, it's hard not to envision him as a long term face of the franchise. Cons of the extension. The Packers thrived late in 2023 by relying on a slew of young, inexpensive weapons. So committing top dollar to Love might intensify pressure to find discounted help. More importantly, Love's sample size of reliable play is still very small. In 18 career starts, he's overseen a 9-9 record, and it's only really been since the second half of 2023 that he's been considered a dynamic starter. A lucrative extension would very clearly be a bet on what he could still become more than a reward for what he's already proven. Smart. That's true, bro. That's real true. Because you got to say, okay, is winning one game and make it to the playoffs worth 20 more plus million? I think the Packers didn't kind of count on him making the playoffs. I think it was more of a we see him doing this, and he still has more to show us where he could stomach that money. But I think he forced Green Bay's hand. The verdict. This is coming from Cody. Sorry. The verdict for Jordan Love. He's not going anywhere. Packers brass was surprisingly candid early in 2023, admitting uncertainty about Love's long-term future at Lambeau, but he looked precisely like a Rodgers or a Brett Favre-esque playmaker down the stretch of his first year in charge. And the club has already invested so much in his development. Love may actually prefer to play out 2024 and leverage 2025 free agency and extension talks. But either way, it's hard to imagine the Packers allowing their next star quarterback to slip away. It's not going to happen. Like I said before, that's Goop baby. That's his baby. You know, that's his baby. He can't do it. He rather pay him and see him fail than pay him and than not pay him and see him walk. You got to think Rodgers wasn't Goop's baby. Adams wasn't Goop's baby. Love is Goop's baby. He's seen this man, you know, rise. And that's the main that's why Ted Thompson was so latched on to Aaron Rodgers. It was his baby. It was he seen him come from nothing to something, you know. Miscellaneous. There you go, miscellaneous. Tell them. Tell their ass. If they wait a year, the price will only go up. It will get done before training camp, I think. Definitely. It has to. It has to get done. That is top priority right now. And if you're still able, I think the Green Bay is learning something right now. And Jordan Love is learning something. When with Rodgers, let's look at the situation with Rodgers. Rodgers had to rely on a handful of receivers. And I don't know what went wrong from Rodgers in the 2010 season, like the 2010, 2011, 2012, this man relied on numerous weapons to get him where he needed to go. And it seemed like later in his year, he got lazy. You know, it was a lot of forcing the ball and not going through your reads, going through your progressions. I think Love has learned something to count on everybody that suited up. And when he learned to not keep forcing the fucking ball to Watson every time, that's when Wicks shine. That's when Milton shine. That's where when Tucker Craft shine. So I think it's a different situation. You have to get this deal done. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can't alienize him. And what do you mean cheaper options? You don't have to go cheaper. You don't. I think the deal you gave Jacobs was perfect. The one you gave McKinney, to me, that wasn't even high. People are like, oh, that's a lot of motherfucking money. That is not a lot of money for what he can do and how he could change. And you need that type of player to build these younger guys because it seemed to me that the Packers want to stay younger. They want to stay younger. Even if they go after free agents, they're not 28, 20. They're younger free agents. They're coming up on their first contracts, fifth year players, fourth year players. They're not like Zadarius and then they took a chance on them. They were 8, 9. You know what I mean? Preston's still there. You know what I'm saying? But you have to get this deal done. You have to. It's just nothing. I'm waiting on it any day now. Any day now, I see Jordan Love getting 45 to $50 million with 150 plus money guaranteed. I just see it for 4 to 5 years. And you best to lock him down for 5 years because it'll be a lot cheaper. Yeah, if he makes the Super Bowl in his third year, second year, or even next year, this man make it to the Super Bowl this year. If he makes it to the Super Bowl, he don't even have to win the motherfucker. If he makes it to an NFC championship, if he wins the NFC North, if he wins MVP, well, I'm talking about Brinks trucks pulling up. And yeah, it's a business. Things happen, injuries, players around him, things like that. It happens. I don't see that happening with him. Just for his skill set, how he drops back, how he approaches play action and shit like that. You got to get a man the money. You got to. This is one time where I was like, you know what I mean? Because I used to be like with Rogers, like, this motherfucker, 50. Then you had to understand, we ain't really got nothing else. But 50 right now is like chump change. 50, like, come on now. I'm not saying giving the man 300. I'm not even saying give him 250, but like 225. If you can get 225 right now, because I'm telling you one thing, this man duplicates what he did last year, or he improves on it. Now you talking about 50s. And if he makes the Super Bowl, or if he wins the Super Bowl next year, well, I mean next year, this year, you talking about 60 plus $1 million quarterback. You talking about over $300 million of money tied up. So you better do it now, and you better do it fast, and you better do it smart. You get him in there. He should be in there all off season. Let's talk about this, Jordan. Let's figure this out, Jordan. Let's figure it out, boy. Because, you know, would you take 45? Right now, I got 45 million cold hard dollars. You want a signing bonus? I'm gonna give you a fat ass signing bonus. 120, 160. No. 120, 130 signing bonus. Here you go. Boom. Give it to him. Now you're gonna regret it if you don't. You're gonna regret it. So that's just how I feel about it. That's my take on it. Get a man the money right now, bro. Please, to give it to him now. We're gonna if not, we can't play with this. We can't because it's a steal now. Now it's a steal. Anybody don't look back at the way that man played, and that's where everybody, well, he didn't play that way till the last fucking. He played like that in the games that mattered. Fuck what you talking about. He played like that in the games that mattered, and was one drive away from reaching an NFC Championship game. Played a lot better than CJ Stroud did in his AFC division. Way better. You seen what love is. Outplayed Purdy. Purdy gonna get a bag too. Watch. Purdy gonna get a nice little bag too. Watch. If he get far this season, he gonna get a nice little bag. It ain't gonna be little. So you gotta pull the trigger now. I think it's only right, man. If not, you gonna fucking regret it, Cool. I swear to God, you is, bro. We're gonna regret it because will we lose Kitty Clark? Will we have to lose like those guys? You know what I'm saying? And if we need to sign Jacobs back, you know what I'm saying? Or if we need to sign Watson, or we need to sign Dobbs, you're too far in the bag. You could have saved 15, $20 million, $30 million. Paying that man now will save us a lot of money in the long run. It's almost what Rogers did. Nah, well, no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is it? Wait, kind of think. Rogers fucking setting breaking records, G. Rogers every time was fucking the highest paid quarterback, highest paid quarterback. Makes sense to me, bro. Pay the man now. He deserves it. I don't see no he love is right now, man. I'm telling you, bro. And if we figure this defense out, bro, bro, we looking at it. We looking at it. We looking at the next dynasty, bro. Like this to me, this team can be way better than fucking Kansas City doing. Kansas City doing because Kansas City is beatable, but these motherfuckers can't seem to beat them. Can't seem to beat them. So I feel like Jordan Love, man, you deserve the bag, bro. Hey, whatever the number is, give it to him. It ain't gonna be that high. It ain't gonna be, money that is like off the charts. It's gonna be a lot to us because shit, $1 million is a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Like play football for $1 million is a lot. But what these quarterbacks is making now, man, it's gonna be pennies on the dollar. 270. Oh, fuck Joe Burrow. Nigga in the cast half the time. But that's what that Super Bowl will do to you. That's what changing a franchise around to do to you. All those guys that I mentioned. You see what NFC championship got Jared Goff? You see what a Super Bowl got Joe Burrow? You see what AFC championships and shit and MVPs got Lamar Jackson? Herbert, he's just a coach and a real book a real crazy season away. And Josh Allen, he up. And you don't think that if Josh Allen hit the free agency mark, ooh-wee. I'm telling you, man. Pay that man, dog. Pay that man, dog. Give that man his money, bro. Give that man his flowers, like I told y'all. Now it's time to give him his paper. Give him his paper, dog. Give him his paper, man. Everybody up there playing for him. Everybody want to play with him. You gotta lock him down, bro. You gotta lock him down. Like I said, it's Goop baby, dog. It's not. He ain't going nowhere. I'm guaranteeing Goot is trying to figure it out. But you have to do it before these motherfuckers start handing his bread out. Tua could be any day now. Josh Allen could be in for extension. You never know. You never know. And Jared Goff start opening floodgates. He got 212. Second highest motherfucker in the league for NFC championship. Uh for Jared Goff, like, come on now. Show you how thirsty the Lions is. But that's how thirsty these franchises is for a turnaround. And we turned around real quick. Motherfuckers thought a lot of motherfuckers thought the Titanic we was on the Titanic, bro. So yeah, man, that's where I'm gonna leave it at tonight, man. Um, good stream, man. Look out every Monday for your boy, man. Every Monday, Thursday, Sunday. I mean, I could keep these kind of schedules. I know I say that shit all the time. I know I say it over and over. I sound like a broken record. But this is finna go on for the season, man. Monday Night Football with Packer Fan of Vegas, man. It's gonna be breaking down every game on Monday and all Packers news, man. Um, like I said, I'm waiting around for some bigger news. I know the schedule came out and shit like that. OTA started. That ain't really me. Ain't never really been me to report on shit like that. I like to wait till the season get there or some pivotal breaking fucking news happens and I need to talk about it. But Monday, uh, you're gonna be here with your boy, man. We breaking down every game Monday. We're gonna watch it. We might not like break down everything, you know what I'm saying, about the game, but we're gonna look at the game, see how well each team play. Again, each game has each game has some type of each it determines a lot with seeding and playoffs and each conference and everything, whether it's AFC or whoever. If it's an NFC game, it definitely matters to us seeding and playoffs and all this type of shit. It's gonna be an exciting season, y'all. And I'm trying to get these segments started and situated for y'all, man. For y'all. But I appreciate y'all coming through tonight, man. Appreciate all the new subscribers, man. All the people that's still watching the videos. I see views are still going up on other shit, man. I got to get to the baby. She probably missed that day right now. I need to hang with her because give mama a break. But appreciate y'all, man. Be looking on Thursday, man. Thursday night football with Packer fans in Vegas. With Packer fan, I said I'll be sounding like Nate. Packer fan in Vegas. Thursday night. I'll see y'all here, man. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Be safe. Catch y'all Thursday, man. I'm out. Peace.